Buongiorno, my name is Connor from the product manager from BODOR Laser. And thanks to LAMIALA for providing this opportunity to introduce our new technology, laser scanning cutting machine. And BODOR Laser is a company that focuses on fiber laser cutting machines. And last year we sold 6,156 machines around the world. And the sales value is the number first for 4 years. And the scanning laser cutting machine is absolutely our sales make it. And firstly, let's see a video. The benefit of the fiber scanning cutting machine is with the same power, the cutting thickness is much higher, and with the same power, cutting speed is much higher, and also no fire of high reflection metals. And the realization of scanning cutting is that with our own cutting system, BODOR Thinker, and with our self-developed optical system, BODOR Genius and BODOR Power laser source. And also the BODOR cutting, the cutting process datalis. Scanning laser cutting machines developed from the static spot to dynamic spot makes the energy absorption much higher, and with 1,000 patented algorithm, various cutting needs are met. And with high frequency scan at 200 per second, the beam focus covers 30 meters at the fastest when cutting 1 meter. For 12 kilowatt cutting, cutting carbon steel with compressed air, the speed increased by 20%, and cutting stainless steel with nitrogen, the speed increased by 60%. And if we cutting brass, then the speed increased by 80%. As you can see, also the maximum cutting thickness increased 100%. Normally, if you use 12 kilowatt fiber laser cutting machines, you can cut 22 millimeter aluminum. But if you use scanning cutting, you can cut 40 millimeter aluminum. And for the brass, also increased by 80% and thickness increased 100%. For 6 kilowatt, if we cut carbon steel with compressed air, the normal fiber laser cutting machines can cut around 8 millimeter. But if you use scanning cutting, then the maximum cutting thickness is 16 millimeter, increased 100%. And also the stainless steel, if we use the normal fiber laser cutting machines, then the maximum thickness is around 25 millimeter. And if you use scanning cutting machines, the maximum thickness is 40 millimeter with 6 kilowatt. And also for cutting brass, the maximum cutting thickness increased 30%, and the cutting speed increased 40%. And for the aluminum, the maximum cutting thickness increased by 60%, and the cutting speed increased by 50%. As you can see, normally the cutting thickness with aluminum is around 20 millimeter, and if you use scanning cutting machines, then the maximum cutting thickness is 25 millimeter. And another benefit of scanning cutting is no fire of high reflection materials, such as aluminum and brass, even copper. You can cut the high reflection materials 24 hours per day and no influence. But with other fiber laser cutting machines, if you cut aluminum or copper 30 seconds or 1 hour, then you need to stop the machine and cut other materials. Then back to cut these high reflection materials. And the high reflection material will burn the laser head and the laser source if you cut for a very long time. But if you use scanning cutting laser machines, then you can cut 24 hours per day, no influence. And thank you for watching. Our BODOR laser cutting machines is showing the star product P3 30 kilowatt with 4G acceleration and 200 meter per minute maximum cutting speed. And also we are cutting 40 meter to 50 millimeter thickness carbon steel. If you want to watch our machine, then you're welcome to D33. Thank you.